Hello, welcome to Tavern Talks.
I see you, Tyler and Matt. Yes, that's right. I'm caught up in Avatar: Way of Water fever.
Oh,
this
wow.
is the Avatar cast.
This is.
I'm going to give you guys. I'm going
to be 9 hours long.
Exactly. Mark your calendars because you're going to need about 2 days worth of time if you have anything going on in your life for any reason. Because this is a 3-hour film that I watched over the course of, you guessed it, 3 days.
My Jake.
A 3-hour film that easily could have been an hour and a half.
Yes, there's a lot. So, I got to shut my door. Babe been sleeping. I'm being a bad father.
Okay.
But I will say, there's some bad fathers I'll be talking about soon.
Oh God, that sounds very...
James Cameron being the first one.
Yes.
James Cameron is not a screenwriter.
No, my God.
At least he shouldn't be. The writing in those movies are awful.
Jake was like, yo, I'm on a new planet.
Jake Sully.
By the way, slight spoilers, I guess. It's on Disney Plus. Go
if you haven't seen it by now, come on.
Fucking... The way this man was like, yo, I'm on Pandora now and I'm an avatar. I'm finna have like 7 kids, knowing full well that the war isn't over and they know where I am.
Yeah.
It's the most insane thing. Also, I adopted my enemy's kid.
Dude, I want to live in any of those villages, though. Like, just the water there looks
when
so
I tell
magical.
you,
I'm like,
the
God.
best character in that entire movie is a fucking whale.
Oh, God.
Oh, absolutely.
God.
The greatest
Absolutely
character
agree.
in the entire film. He's turned me...
Literally...
A known fearer of whales. He's turned me around a little bit on whales.
Wow.
Because, like, we don't know what the fuck they're doing when they go...
Here's the thing about this movie. I didn't realize we were talking about this, but let me go off for a second. because here's the thing about this movie. Any scene that Jake Sully and Neytiri are in is terrible.
Yeah, and they don't have
anything with the kids not involving the parents is pretty enjoyable.
Yes, and all the stuff and all the parents come in to do is shout at the children for being children.
Yeah,
even though it's a war-torn land, I get that. You kind of hey Jake, it's your fault, and you knew it's your fault. That's why you left Forest Town and went to Wetman's land.
Also, like, there's so many...
Can I just talk about the best part of the whole movie is just the animals. Go watch it for the animals. It's always been that, but like this time around, dude, the flying garfish things. Oh,
and the
weird
and the
orca, like
God.
Loch Ness monster creatures.
Yes.
The thing is, like, there's a lot of problematic elements to these movies.
Dude, when they started getting angry and doing like the haka tongue thing, I was like, James, please, you could have left that out of it. You could have left that out of it, James.
Not to gloss over all of the extremely distasteful, problematic portrayal of Native peoples.
But they're all
but
it's different.
Like, aside, it's different. God, that aside, though, like, this movie, James Cameron specifically hates Neytiri. He hates that character.
He wants everybody to be upset with her decisions.
It feels so nasty. It just feels like the whole movie is like, look at this woman overreacting. Calm down. Like, the whole movie is so like
all of the women in power.
I felt like it felt very misogynist, and then Callie affirmed my thoughts when we finished the movie.
Water Tribe, they make this woman the stoic leader or whatever, but she also kind of snaps off and stuff in moments when there's like it's like women can't handle their emotions when war is happening. This is
they would be starting wars left and right.
It's very bizarre. That's why
we can't have a woman president.
I'm done focusing on this whole plot line of everything going on, and then like the weird dude being like suddenly having humanity. In that first movie, that soldier guy was a sociopath. But now he finds out his son's alive, and he's blue, so now they've got to humanize him. What?
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy. Also, Spider.
I swear,
if Spider and Took weren't in this movie, it would be the same movie.
Well, this is basically exactly what I was about to say.
At the very last, like, sort of half of the movie, and made them have the most annoying, stereotypical children lines I've ever heard.
James Cameron's not a screenwriter, like I said. But, no, that is a good
explorer.
Point.
Remember when he spent millions of dollars going to the Marianas Trench or whatever?
True. But the thing is, too, they signed on for, like, 16 more of these movies, and I swear...
Tell me they did not.
Did you say 16?
Before this one, no, that was an exaggeration.
Okay.
Before this movie came out, they signed on for 6 sequels.
Oh, that's what it, yes.
So 7 movies. I'm pretty sure it was 6 sequels. Before this one even came out, I swear, if the next movie, especially if all of them, but if even just the next movie is the same guy as the bad guy again, I'm gonna lose my shit.
God. He's gonna no. There's gonna be a new big bad guy who's like the boss of the whaling guys because we're not done with the water folks. But I think if you want my honest to God true opinion. And I talked to Ryan about this because it fucking tracks. He's gonna meet the mountain village. He's gonna have to go up into the mountains and meet a whole new cavalcade of animals.
Well, I heard the next one's gonna be about fire.
Exactly. I didn't want to go with my true gut feelings, which was the volcano people.
I think it is gonna be the volcano people.
Dude, he's just doing Avatar.
Oh my god, he really is.
It's Avatar, but they don't do anything with the actual elements beyond
it's so problematic.
And James Cameron is just the least hacky hack ever to exist.
And this whole
he's incredibly talented, but goddamn, he's a fucking idiot.
Also, him underutilizing Jermaine Clement's character was so upsetting to me because I was like, okay, he could be like a dickhead alcoholic scientist. I like where this is going. He shows up maybe 4 times in the movie,
and they try to give him an arc despite having 3 scenes
and making us root with him. Like he's like, remember, you've got the harpoon, don't you?
All the humans aren't bad. See,
I guess.
And my boy spelling it out to him. This thing is probably smarter than both of us combined. I don't know why you're fucking with these things, but it pays for my drinks. He had a few little fun lines, which I wonder how much of it was kind of ad-libbed or him just phoning it in. Because there was a point where it felt like he did not want to be on the green screen set that they were filming on, dude. He was just kind of doing this at a desk, just. And he looks.
Says snarky comment.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
Insert snarky comment. Oh my god. Yeah.
Dude, but that whale icon, which by the way, sneaky on them. I'm not fooled, James Cameron. You're a fucking Dragon Ball Z nerd. But straight up, that whale's named after the fucking green dude who's not Piccolo.
Pycon. Oh my god, yeah.
I only know Piccolo.
God,
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Piccolo with a hat.
Not to get off topic, but.
Hat.
God.
Not to get off topic on a Tavern Talks where there's no topic.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, we've been talking about Avatar for the past
and
10
people
minutes.
love
it. And people love it. Maybe
the thing that always makes us go into wanting to do these recordings. Though we were talking about food because we're 3 fat bitches and we love to eat.
God,
I've been cooking up a goddamn storm.
Let's go.
Not just the dinner I did today. I made blueberry pancakes after I said I wanted them. I went out and got all the stuff. I
just got a blueberry bush. I can make fresh blueberry pancakes.
Dude, Matt, we're coming to visit you immediately.
for my $30 Home
Friendship
Depot.
Be damned.
My $30
I just want fresh
Home
blueberries.
Depot blueberry.
Dude, that's another thing too. We've been going to plant stores and stuff and looking at trying to set up our garden and stuff. We have a goth theme for our garden.
Oh yes,
I found these plants that look like the worms from Beetlejuice, and that was what inspired our garden.
Oh, really? Like the sandworm?
These cool flowers. I'll send you a picture if you do a video thing, and you can show people it if that's a thing. I don't know, but I don't know. It's just been really fun to be able to have time to actually go out and have the energy to do these kinds of things. But what what have you boys been cooking? What you boys been cooking up? What's the most enjoyable thing? It doesn't have to be anything zhuzhy or anything. What's the last
I've been making steak ramen stir fry all the time lately, and it's been our favorite meal right now.
Dude, that
Callie found this recipe or made this recipe, I don't know, for this incredible Cajun pasta too.
Damn,
God,
I've been
craving me a Cajun pasta.
It's so good.
Pastalaya, dude. That I miss it. Oh, I think about it daily.
I haven't had pastalaya in so long.
I just made regular jambalaya, and the whole time I'm eating it, I'm just like, this could have been pasta.
DeChelli made some bomb ass lechon asado.
What is that, dude?
It's basically I'm trying to think of it's like pulled pork, but it's like citrusy basically.
Damn.
So it's like. Oh God, it's so good.
That sounds fire. I've been on a barbecue kick because I got my little grill I named Baba Booey. I can cook 4 ribeyes on it at one time.
It's basically a zesty pulled pork without the barbecue.
Oh,
and it's not like spicy, but it's like mojo basically that you use. Yeah, you
That
slow
shit
cook
sounds
it.
fire.
You slow cook it over the day.
Dude,
and, oh God,
I don't care about bacon. Like I feel like our generation like ruined bacon for me. But God damn it, do I love a slow cooked pork? Fuck.
Gay bacon strips.
Hey, bacon strips.
Dude, I remember people were obsessed.
Is Epic
with,
Mealtime still a thing?
I don't know.
Harley's getting punched in the head by people for
Yeah.
charity.
I knew
because of
that,
eye damage,
but
I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I know people are still like talking about the bacon weave in the year 2023. I feel it in my bones.
Oh,
You
wow.
can't convince me that someone's
We've
not
been
like,
there.
this is actually pretty epic.
We've been there.
Yeah, no, I did it for my fucking, what is that, my 21st birthday?
I think so.
Listen.
That was such a good birthday.
No, it was so fun. One of the most memorable. I feel like we've talked about it on thing before. Hey, this is your time for the bingo game. If we talked about my 21st birthday, didn't do any fucking drinking. We grilled burgers and made like
you
other
made
foods and stuff.
you made bacon. You made burgers that had bits of bacon like
in the burger.
Inside of the burger.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and then we made
I
a bacon weave
remember
that we cut
the
little
bacon
squares.
weave. Yes. Oh my God, dude.
So
Take me back, dog.
It looks like Epic Mealtime for the most part just posts their podcast, which is called Binge Eater.
Mm-hmm. They separated.
But it looks like
I think
every now and then they'll post something.
The one guy with the big eyes posts
Subway Big Mac.
Mm-hmm. The one guy with the big eyes. I don't know any of their names besides Muscles
Big
Glasses, but he's like a skinnier dude.
Harvey's the only one I know.
He does like recipes on TikTok where he'll do like a little like 3-minute video showing you how to make like whatever thing, like a quick, like not epic mealtimey thing at all, but like an adjacent thing, right? So like Big Mac sauce, we all love it, blah 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 blah, and he like goes through and makes the Big Mac sauce, and then it's like him just making a normal ass burger, and you're like waiting for the fucking hat drop of like a 5-pound fucking burger and like a gallon of the Big Mac sauce.
Yes.
But it doesn't happen. He's actually a pretty wholesome guy, I guess. I don't know. They all seem. I
Who
think
knows?
the last thing I heard from Harley was he was making these things called pizza pouches or pizza pockets, and like it's like a portable.
Pockets?
No, it's like a portable
Calzones?
beef jerky pizza thing. Like it's all pepperoni with like dehydrated pizza toppings or some shit like that. I don't know the science behind it, but it's basically like you want pizza right now, and it's like kind of for guys and dudes who gotta get big or
Guys
something.
and dudes. I love that.
But yeah, that's the last thing I heard from him was like this weird pizza venture. You know who I've been thinking about? Robin Big.
Robin Big.
Oh, yeah, Jeremy.
Oh,
If you haven't noticed 15 minutes into this podcast, Jeremy's not with us.
Yeah.
Jeremy's no longer with us. He's passed on.
He ate a Laffy Taffy off the floor and he got sick.
It got stuck to the inside of his
the roof
throat
of his
and he
mouth
choked
like a
on
dog
it.
with peanut butter, and he's just been licking at it.
He'll get better.
God rest
one
his
day.
soul.
But if it makes you feel any better, it wasn't like a Laffy Taffy. It was one of those Tootsie Fruity things, the orange one that kind of tastes like orange creamsicle. No, those are fire, dude. I love those in comparison because I hate Tootsie Rolls. I hate Tootsie
I love
Pops.
Tootsie Rolls.
Love a blow pop. Damn, I could go for a blow pop
Bet you
right
do.
now.
I love the airheads when you stack the
Talking
airheads.
about dicks in my mouth.
I agree, Matt. The stacking airheads and like twisting them, like rolling them together. Oh, did we lose Matt?
Oh, he looks like he's folding into the void. What was your go-to like when you separated out all your Halloween candy? Would you eat first? Was like not even like a brand, like a type of candy. What's your go-to?
Always loved chocolates the most.
Mm-hmm.
Be that like
I
a
ran
Hershey,
shop on
a
you, dude.
Kiss, a Three Musketeer, a Twix. Oh, I love M&Ms. But then I also love like a gummy, like those Lifesaver gummies were some of my favorite.
The OG
things.
flavor is still it takes me back. It takes me back, man. I
loved Skittles as a kid too.
was about to say I was a big fruity like fan, so like when Tootsie Roll dropped the fruity Tootsie things, I went crazy and I was like, I'm trading big brands. I'm talking you could get a whole Reese's cup for 2 Tootsies of the fruity ones, not the vanilla. Don't you give me that blue wrapper? That shit's nasty.
That was weird. My Discord literally just crashed. Like everything else was running. So I didn't.
Oh really? You didn't leave the chat?
It just froze. Like
You
nothing
like
happened. I was
folded
trying to
in
like.
on yourself. It was very funny.
Oh god!
Like you
It
were
was
like
You were stuck in
mid-laugh or
action
something?
pose,
Oh,
like
God.
looking down like
yeah, that's
that.
where it froze on mine. It was like the D&D movie when he's like they're casting whatever. I can't
Oh man,
remember.
I still haven't finished that movie. There's so many movies on my list that are like.
Oh, I've watched the D&D movie multiple times. It's so good.
I
I
had
love
such
it.
a good time when I came and stayed with you guys
Yeah,
and watched
Matt
it.
and Shelly, when they came and stayed, we got high and watched it. It was so
yeah.
good.
It was so funny. I just remember being like, "What is happening?" It's just every time I honestly get high. I just go into my own little world.
I still remember me and you for one of our first times, you writing notes and stuff, and us cracking up laughing, trying to remember what any of the notes meant.
Oh,
you said something about magnets.
Oh, everything is magnetism.
What is this? When Matt gets high, he turns into the insane clown posse.
I guess so.
How do magnets work?
Matt invented Fago. Dude, by the way...
You got any hobbies? Magnets. What about magnets? No, just magnets,
like
man.
making them? Like, just magnets.
Just magnets.
What's your favorite
man.
food? Oh, milk steak.
Milk steak.
Just put it. She'll know what it is.
No one knows what milk steak is.
What about for a side? Jelly beans.
Milk steak. I like how he enunciates the K.
Milk steak.
Yeah.
Milk steak.
Speaking of that, they just their new season of It's Always Sunny just premiered.
I was just gonna say, and I've been seeing nothing.
The first episode felt like classic Sunny.
Oh, really?
Like really good.
Dude,
classic Sunny. The second one, funny, weird.
Funny, weird.
The second one is entitled Frank Shoots Every Member of the Gang.
Oh god.
It is good. It is funny, but it's a weird one.
Is it weirdly noir? I'm feel like
No, they did do an episode like that. I think it's called The Janitor Mops Twice or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was straight up noir.
The Janitor Mops Twice. That's Carvest's whole existence.
Oh my
True.
goodness.
It's Always Sunny has been my current obsession, right?
That's
just
Dude, you keep sending me
all
old
I've been into
clips,
right
and
now.
I'm just like, man, this show is just timeless, forever time.
It
gives me
funny.
that kind of laughs that right now for modern comedy that I think You Should Leave is doing for me. I'll literally be sobbing laughing at some of the sketches on that, and I haven't done that in a long time. I'm talking I can't
anytime
stop.
I send anything. Anytime I send y'all anything on TikTok, half the time it's that.
Did you like the new season of I Think You Should Leave?
Oh, I did very much. There's episodes that I have rewatched now twice because of some of the sketches are just so funny.
I don't think overall it hits quite as well as season 2 did. No. But man, there's some really good
the sketches that
in there.
hit. Yes, I was talking to somebody about that who I introduced to it that never heard of it really. They only saw the sandwich sketch outside of it, and
oh my God.
With the old man that's
like,
give me that
burger.
Yeah.
That's my favorite sketch on the show. That's my favorite one.
He thought that was so funny, and he's watching it.
Let me get a video of you saying you're going to kill the president.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say I'm going to assassinate the.
No one's going to see it.
Oh shit!
Dang it! I didn't have my phone out. Can you say that again? It's just when I was a kid, I wasn't told that I forget the exact way he says it, but whatever.
The thing is, when I was a kid, I was never taught how to ask someone for their food or their burger.
Dude, it's so fucking goofy.
It's the or their burger.
Yes. The way they write stuff. The Fred Armisen sketch in this
it's
new season where he's trying to
They said it was going to look real.
I spent $15K on this.
I spent $15K.
He's like, did you think we would think this is real?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, mister.
That's so funny.
I love it.
Fucking
Jesus
man, I could go on for hours with that, but still the best sketch of season 3 and the one that makes me laugh.
I actually want to go to Haunted House more than I want to go to Club Aqua.
I am deceased.
But that is That is the funniest sketch in the whole.
Oh God, they gave me a migraine.
Funny. I saw a heart spike at 12 a.m. What are you doing? I'm jacking off. You're not jacking off. You're not jacking off. You're at Haunted House.
I stopped by.
Don't lie to me about jacking off when you're at Haunted House.
Oh God, when Callie and I watched it, we got high and watched it because obviously
it's the
and holy shit, I was beside myself, confused when the driving crooner sketch played.
Oh my God!
And he's in the car and he's just like waving and with no context, and I was just like, what am I looking at? I couldn't make sense of it.
Dude, and he walks past the crowd that's mostly frat guys, and that dude, we're gonna go nuts in there. And you see him, he's like, showtime.
Oh
and you see him just turn from the camera, and he has the saddest look in his eyes because he knows he's gonna have to pay them like $160.
Oh my God.
Oh. If I talk, I give you money. Sorry, this is the fucking. What is that? What are you doing?
What are you doing? It's the deadpan. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Like whoever he hired.
What is that? What are you doing?
Whoever he hires to do his insular work throughout the sketches those people deserve award after award. Like the fucking one that's making the rounds on TikTok. That's like the are you sure?
Yeah. Are you sure?
Are you sure?
It's like The Bachelor. It's like a riff on The Bachelor.
I think you're just here for the zip line.
When I watched it the first time, I didn't notice this, but my second viewing, you see him in the opening credits on the zip line going into the pool.
Oh god!
Oh my god!
It's so funny.
I'm gonna die.
His attention to detail with stuff. It's just
like.
But the way my friend described it is the best way though. Some sketches you're like you're losing your mind. It's so funny. Other sketches you're like, what's going on?
What's going on?
Oh, absolutely.
When does this end?
What is the premise? What is the premise here? Like the one with the guy who freaks out with the water when he's like fake throwing water in people's faces.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I get too hyper.
Get too hyper.
You took it too far. See, when I pretended to, there was not actually any water.
And when you did it, you actually did have water, and you pulled my hair plugs while you did it.
That's why everyone thought my joke was funny, and everyone's mad at you.
Also, the room of adults running away from him, throwing no water at them, is so it's so funny.
Oh
man, it's new Tim and Eric, which I love that he had Tim on the show, like kind of has his blessing. But he also went to something he did at a college and was like heckling him. Like
I saw that.
I don't know how real or how staged any of that was, but it was just like him in the crowd, and somebody gave him a microphone because he's famous, and he starts like going off on him. I want the old Tim. Yeah, I want to see the. He just seems like he's annoying on purpose all the time. Like I would not like. Are you sure? God,
that's funny. Okay. Look,
yes,
back on track, I hope you enjoyed listening to us talk about I think you should leave for the last 15 minutes.
I don't even know if I said the name of the show
minutes
once.
Before that. I think you did.
Oh, okay, good.
And people got it. It's a phenomenon.
It's an obsession right now. That's the only reason why I was like, I'll be ridiculous right now and just go off and nerd out about it. But yes. God.
But I have a couple things. Ooh, for one, I sent out a not a poll, like a question thing on Instagram, and got a couple responses.
Okay.
I just, I was hoping that there would be, a little bit of stuff worth talking about. Basically, I was like, hey, we're recording a Tavern Talks tonight, so tell us some of your favorite things, be that like movies, food, restaurants, that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah.
Just to see what the people are saying, and maybe we'll have differing opinions.
What'd they say, Tyler?
Tyler, what'd they say?
We had a few responses. One of which from my wife, who said big titty bitches.
Oh, yes.
Agreed.
She also said extra long bird turds. And then she sent a third one as a real one that is Mexican food.
Oh.
Which, Mexican food fucking
I actually like all three of the things that this person, who'd you say? My wife?
My wife.
Oh, king of the castle, king of the... I have a
chair. You do that. You do this. This is just we're in high school, the podcast.
This is the quoting episode. The episode where we just quote shit.
Just chop it up. Just chop it up. Put it in a big bowl.
Chop it up. But moving on, we have a response from Chelsea the Selkie. Ooh. Don't know what that means.
Hello. Selkie, that's a mythical.
It's like selfie, creature. But with a K instead of.
Is it? I think a Selkie is a thing. The folklore situation. I don't know for certain.
Let me see. I'm going to their account.
Must research.
It's a thing. Look up. It's like. Because I know there's also a Kelpie, but I think a Selkie is a thing. But I could be wrong.
I don't know what a Selkie is. But
Selkie, mythological
creatures that can shapeshift between seal and human form.
Yeah.
By removing or putting their seal... Oh my god, what?
Sorry,
by removing or putting on their seal skin.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're like a... So
it's like The Mask.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
But instead of turning...
It's like Jim Carrey's The Mask.
Yeah, but instead of you turning into James Carrey, you turn into a seal and then a naked person.
Shit, I just had a realization that guy's name is James Carrey.
Mm-hmm. James Buffett.
Oh, we're going to get back to Chelsea the Selkie in 1 second.
Yes, sorry.
I was so upset last night. Callie and I rewatched the classic comedy movie Role Models. Mm-hmm. And we were like, it's like an ensemble kind of thing. Everybody's in it, and this one guy shows up and I'm like, oh, I love this dude. I can never remember his name. He's in Community. He's in Community. He has the swastika tattoo with trampoline. He's the redheaded guy. Mm-hmm. He's in Parks and Rec. He's in everything.
Yes.
And I didn't know his name, so we looked it up, and Callie informed me, and I was so upset to learn that the sentence "I love Matt Walsh" is true, because that guy's name is Matt Walsh.
Oh, wow.
Much like the living piece of shit Matt Walsh, the conservative commentator. That shook me to my core last night, learning that man who I love is named Matt Walsh and shares a name with
the terrible
the
Matt
cretin
Walsh.
that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude.
Anyway,
I
sorry,
saw
just
Black
had to get that
Rifle.
out to someone.
Wait, if we're going to talk about terrible things, I finally saw a package of Black Rifle coffee in my real life at the store. And that shit looks like cartoons. It's the most dumb. It literally looks like a fucking coloring book page. And it's like a pirate swinging down, and it's like, "Yar, matey, come get your coffee and also support the NRA." It's so funny to me. I don't know. Yeah. They're all big kids. It's hilarious.
Anyway, now that we've talked about the worst people in the world, now let's talk about Chelsea the Selkie.
Sorry about that, bud.
Sorry about that, Chelsea.
Made a Chelsea the Selkie and alt-right sandwich.
Yeah. They responded, some friends and I were talking about how amazing Megamind is as a superhero.
Oh my god.
And
100.
listen, Megamind is underrated.
Underrated.
God,
truly.
I love Megamind.
I think the meme culture around is what's bringing it back into people's eye. It's like a cult.
No bitches?
I would say a cult classic for sure. Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure I've rewatched that movie 4 times on TikTok.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude,
it's so good.
Have you seen that before where someone will play a sped up entirety of a movie? Like, I saw all of
I've only seen that with all the old B movie memes. Every time B is said, it speeds up.
Yes.
I saw one where it was all of Finding Nemo, but it wasn't like a meme thing. It was just like they were showing like a cute little cat or like a dumb funny video, and then it just cut to, "You just watched a movie illegally," and it's like plays the entirety of Finding Nemo in like 10 seconds.
Oh my god!
My favorite one that I saw is every time the word bees is said, the B movie plays. So it just plays the whole B movie every time B is said. I obviously don't know.
100%.
But it's very fun.
Megamind falls in the same feeling of like how I felt about the first Incredibles. Like that same sort of energy of like, this is so fun for no reason and out of the box for this like studio to do or whatever.
Yeah, or like a Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yes, the first.
Just like who expected this to be so good?
That is legitimately one of my favorite DreamWorks movies. Like,
it's so good.
Like top 5 for sure. God,
I one of my favorite jokes from an animated movie will always be, and I never even saw the sequel, but from the trailer. When they're in this boat and he's like, "There's a leak in the boat," and it cuts over to a leak screaming.
Dude,
that used to crack me up.
My favorite bit in that whole movie is the mayor slowly getting fat over the course of the entirety of that first movie, and him asking for the most heinous shit. Like he asked for like a turkey dipped in chocolate with like something in it. I was like, this is fucking foul.
That dude's just living his best life. That's what I'm saying.
Turkey.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
God damn.
Speaking of like DreamWorks animation and all that, I have a friend I met recently who one of his favorite movies that I've still never seen, which I know is also one of Kyle's favorite movies that I've never seen. We're gonna have a movie night and watch soon. Is How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh
yes,
I've still never seen any of them.
And I will say this: all the sequels are also very good, and so is the animated series. As much as I watched it on Cartoon Network while it was in syndication, I was like, "This is." I don't know if I like this. And then after like episode 3, I was hooked. I was like, "This is." It has the same spirit as the show, so like I'm gonna watch it. Like different animating team and voice acting and whatever, but like they got something with that. Like whoever's doing the like world building of that fucking series, love it. And they always hit your heartstrings with parent stuff in that movie. Oh, you're gonna be hurt if you got any issues with any one of your parents if you watch How to Train Your Dragons.
I got daddy issues. So.
Good luck with episode 1 with movie 1. Movie 1's gonna get you.
Yeah.
And he's like a fucking nerd who's just trying to. You gotta. God.
You know what show Callie and I are watching right now that I did not expect to hook me in the way it has? We just put it on because we were like, I told her, I was like, "Oh, my family used to watch this back when it first came out, and we were looking for like a sitcom style show to watch, so we put it on, and it has completely hooked us. Oh, we tried
Zoe
the iCarly
101.
reboot, and it's terrible.
Oh no.
We also tried rewatching Zoe 101. Did not hold up. But no, the Goldbergs.
The Goldbergs.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've heard of this.
I'm not gonna lie, it is very sweet. The premise, and we'll get back to the segment we're doing, but the premise is that Adam F. Goldberg, who is the creator of the show, when he was a kid in the 80s, had a video camera and he filmed like everything as a dumb kid. And the whole show is them essentially creating situations based off of some of the stuff he filmed. Like, you know, his brother was on the star of the basketball team, whatever, and like all of the episodes, and they're better than that.
No, but I know what you mean. It's like little kid, and then it cuts to
sweet and also like silly.
That's great.
It's not like incredible TV or anything.
I love that shit, man.
But it is more enjoyable than I thought. And Shane Topp is in it.
Yeah, that's why that's why I know about or have heard of it, because people make jokes about it. But
it is very basic, I will say.
If we're going cheesy and basic, not to talk about the fact that I'm a father, but it's almost Father's Day and it's Pride Month, so I'm assembling all of my Infinity Stones. Oh my goodness! But anyway, and Juneteenth is coming up. Come on, man! Like, think about it. I'll be all powerful.
This is
soon
Kyle's
enough.
month.
Exactly.
Yes.
But Bluey
He's almost
is
the full
so
fucking
fucking
Bluey is so good. I don't even have kids.
I'm not
yet.
gonna lie. I'm so scared to like start watching it because I feel like it's just gonna open up too much.
There's episodes that will make you cry. There's some episodes that will make you cry. There's some stuff that's like the context of being a parent. It's like, and like
Callie and I cannot wait to watch Bluey with our kids.
They're fucking sweet kids. They're sweet to their kids, like the parents, but the kids are also like so well written as like children. Like, it's obviously written to be more of a cartoonscape situation, but like when you hear and like see them interact and do things and like some of the scenarios that they put them in, it's like, my God, I've seen this 1,000 times with 1,000 different parents in 1,000 different ways, but I'm glad Bluey and his wife don't fucking beat their children.
Yeah.
God.
Anything that's just not Caillou makes
Muffin
me
is my
happy.
favorite character.
Oh God,
I
my
loved
nephew
Caillou.
is obsessed with Coco Melon, and it makes me want to eat a gun.
Dude, I'm so glad we haven't had that yet. They tried to do it with Baby Shark.
It's awful.
And
Don't do it.
Not the Baby
my,
Shark.
my mother-in-law has bought a lot of Grogu gear, and I've been just wearing like the little Grogu hat and being like, "Hi, it's me, TV's Grogu," and pretending to be like a really drunk actor that plays Grogu and like doing stupid shit around the house like that. I want to do a series like that where I'm just like after hours Grogu, like for after each episode, but I've never watched a single fucking episode of The Mandalorian. Not one.
Me neither.
Not one. But my mother-in-law is obsessed.
I thought
with
his name was Baby Yoda.
No, he's Grogu. Everybody calls him Baby
Grogu.
Yoda, but his real name is Grogu. And she's like a ride or die Star Wars fan, so she gets all this stuff for Beanie. And I'm like, it's cute. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad it doesn't have a song beyond the dumb meme Baby Yoda song.
Oh my God! Can you please get some like baby Lord of the Rings stuff?
So
have a little Hobbit.
Welcome to the Baby Cast, brought to you in part by me.
Baby Cast.
She's obsessed with like dinosaurs and stuff. So for her first birthday, we're going to do a Godzilla themed birthday and have her cake look like a little building that she can smash.
Old Godzilla DVD right here,
Dude, class.
Honestly,
if I can just gush for a second,
Dylan.
your baby right now has been melting my heart with these pictures I've been posting. Holy shit!
She took a picture and sent it to my mom the other day. That is the fun. She has such comedic timing for a baby. It's so funny to me sometimes. Like there's little things that'll happen that like no one sees because I'm not just gonna record my fucking baby for hours. But like she'll do certain things where like just like for a day, this is the face she's making, and it's like her like closing her eyes and looking at you like, and then like she looks at you for a reaction, which is like, what are you doing? How do you know that I'm gonna laugh at that, dude? Like you're too smart for your own good.
Dude, your baby's doing bits.
Literally. I'm like, give me the bits. What's freaking going on? And like she thinks certain things that I do are funny, but like her comedy is very tailored. She's got very obscurist comedy. Like I can't do anything intentionally funny, but like if I do something that's like out of the ordinary, like quick movements, or like I'll mock her and like do the same head motions as like a grown adult, she's like, that you're a fucking adult. You don't do baby things, you idiot. That's so funny. And like it's just,
you're not a baby.
It's just one of the it's some of the perks of being a dad is just laughing at this little person that doesn't pay any rent and refuses to eat your blueberry pancake. Bro, I was so shocked by that.
They don't pay any rent and they eat your money.
I was like, she hasn't even counted the food she ate. I was like, blueberry pancakes. what's that got? Syrup, butter, blueberries, all in a little cake. Everyone loves that. There's no way you wouldn't love that. Mm-hmm. She hated it. She was like, what the fuck is this? And it's just doing the baby thing where she smashes it. And I was like, a single tear.
No.
The critic.
She'll learn.
What I think
That's the kind of food you don't really have to worry about them not figuring out as good as
exactly. No, and it wasn't like a thing of like I'm actually hurt, but it's like one of those things where I'm like, I can't wait until you can finally have like full reign on any food, because like still there's certain baby restrictions and things, but like once she can go ham, I feel like she's gonna be a chocolate chip pancake kind of gal like her Uncle Tyler.
Yes.
Oh,
love
that's
a good
me.
chocolate chip pancake.
Here's the thing is though, a blueberry pancake is really just as good.
No,
but in my opinion, both of them are like they're very different, but they're
incredible.
On par.
We got her some blueberry frozen waffles that we're gonna try soon to see if maybe it's a pancake thing. Which like I get it, that's a divisive breakfast thing. You know, you got to pick your breakfast carb.
Well, it's funny. Actually, this is perfect.
Pancake
it's funny.
We're transitioning back. I get
this is all part of the conversation.
Yes.
Okay.
But the next response we had is from Owl Eye Designs. Owl Eye Designs.
Okay.
They said breakfast foods and The Princess Bride. So let's just talk about breakfast foods for a second.
Also, shout out to The Princess Bride. Love it. Great movie.
Shout out to The Princess Bride.
I've only
it
seen
is
it
one
once
of my favorite movies of all time.
I actually haven't seen it. I need to watch it.
It was in the car. My grandma had one of those old DVD players in the car.
Yes.
And we used to watch it every time we got in the car. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's incredible. Breakfast foods are the best foods.
That's literally any time of day too. I don't care what time of day it is.
Any time of day, the most versatile food.
Yes. I think for me, I love a classic thing lately where you'll get your breakfast carb, whether it's a pancake, a waffle, or I did a strawberry stuffed French toast last time I went out.
Oh,
that shit was decadent. I had to get other stuff to kind of cut it. And I felt like a big bag of poop after, but it was so good.
Hey, you want my breakfast food hot take?
What's that? Go for it. Say it. French toast is mid.
French toast.
No, I get it. A lot of people.
It's not bad.
You're done.
I will happily eat it.
I get it.
Callie would be so upset hearing me say this, but like I don't.
I get it.
It's not my favorite.
I don't love it. No, I understand. A lot of people are like that, and like it. If you get bad French toast, it can square you off of French toast for a while.
Oh yeah,
because it just tastes like bread.
Oh, Callie just texted me. Terrible take. Yeah,
terrible take.
But no, I love a.
Callie, care to come in and voice your opinion? Oh, she's coming.
Oh, here it comes.
Okay.
Callie's corner.
Callie's my wife's first time on the show.
Hey,
hi.
What's up? Okay, so here's the thing. French toast is the perfect breakfast.
Oh,
it's covered in egg. It has the milk. It does depend on what bread you're using. It's all going to be good.
Definitely.
But if you get a nice brioche.
Yes.
Fluffy. If you get a nice brioche and you douse it in that egg and that cinnamon and you throw a nutmeg in there. You can't forget that. And then you have to do real maple syrup.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Exactly.
Callie's cooking. Cooking.
Callie's cooking corner.
And then it just it's the perfect amount of sweet and eggy.
And
kind of savory.
Perfect for adding fruit on the side, so it can go blueberries, strawberries.
Exactly.
You can also do we do chopped up walnuts or pecans on top.
Ooh, that's good.
I know Tyler's not a nut guy, so
not a nut guy.
But having it on the side as an option is nice.
That is true.
No, French toast has been my when I go out to breakfast, I treat myself to a nice French toast now. Because I'm not gonna, I'll make it at home sometimes, but I have to be in a real good space to make perfect French toast. I'm not gonna ruin French toast, but if I go out, give me a nice big fluffy French toast, my protein
with that side of bacon.
I'm a breakfast sausage guy. Ooh. See, this is where I'm gonna differ.
Ooh.
I love breakfast sausage.
I'm not a big sausage
links or
guy.
patties.
Breakfast sausage over bacon.
I prefer
Definitely
a patty
bacon for me.
I prefer a sausage patty, but if it's links, I'm not worried about it. It doesn't matter. And then I'll have maybe a potato situation, maybe some cubes or a hash brown if they've got it. And then I've got to have toast. I don't care what else I'm eating. I'm gonna eat my toast first while everything else is kind of cooling off and getting ready for me to go after. And then a cup of coffee.
Right. I don't know if you guys thought this growing up, but watching cartoons, and they'd have those cereal commercials, and they had literally all that breakfast there. I thought that's what a breakfast was supposed to look like.
Right.
I thought that was you have the eggs, the toast, the cereal. I thought we were just poor.
No, because they also always had, if you ever noticed in those commercials, they always have a big glass of milk and a big glass of orange juice. Who's drinking both of those at the same time?
Me.
That's a lot.
Me.
Matt, you
accidentally
sit down making cheese
I was so tired one morning. I accidentally poured orange juice into my Cheerios instead, and my mom made me eat it because we were poor.
You're eating cheese. Oh
God.
God.
She was like, you can't waste food.
Yes. My final thing I will say about French toast is if you get French toast and you get a sausage patty and you get some potatoes, then you just have a really good breakfast sandwich. It's like that is going to slap so hard.
Because it's like sweet, savory. It's almost like a French toast stick situation, but like you got the breakfast in it. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
We should do a podcast episode. Love you. We should do a podcast episode where we just bring all of our, we bring all of our partners on, like in Tavern Talks, where all of our partners come on, and it's just 8 people.
Oh my God,
and it's
that'd
just
be mass
8 people
chaos.
fighting for talking space.
God, that'd be awful.
You would not hear from Matthew Ard at all.
I mean, we hardly hear from Matthew Ard as is.
Exactly.
What's your breakfast spread? The two of you. I gave my breakfast spread. Talking about the French toast. What's your
Matt? You go ahead.
Perfect breakfast spread.
I don't know.
You've got the
Perfect
stomach space
spread.
Like you've got
perfect breakfast spread.
You've got the stomach space.
You got one of those big ass trays.
Little plates. Everywhere.
Let's set the scene. It's Matt's birthday. It's Matt's birthday.
God.
It's early in the morning. DeChelli comes in the door with a tray of food for breakfast. What's on that tray?
There's
Matt?
little trays on top of the tray with all the different.
Oh yeah, it's a bunch of plates.
I gotta
maybe
shout
bowls.
out. I gotta shout out to Chelly, my beautiful, beautiful partner. She makes the most amazing cinnamon rolls. So for my birthday,
I love a cinnamon roll.
For my birthday, I want fresh, like just crispy enough bacon with cinnamon rolls and a big ass glass of milk. God damn!
That I'm just picturing like a whole plate size cinnamon roll too, like one of those fat boys.
Yes, the giant fat boy,
and then like a little plate of like 3 or 4 strips of bacon, and then that tall glass of milk. Which I've come around every now and then with a dessert that calls for it. I'll have a tiny glass of milk.
Yeah.
Kyle, you used to have such a problem with me like just drinking milk.
Yeah, no, just
and I never got it
here's my thing.
because we ran through milk when I was growing up.
No, I know y'all did.
I don't really drink milk anymore.
Yeah, listen,
it
doesn't work with my whole gut situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't go for like a whole glass with nothing going on unless it's chalky milk. I'm down in that one.
Chalky milk's another game.
Yeah, but when it comes to like
switch
a nice,
out my milk with chocolate milk. Thank you.
Ooh,
yeah, and I'm surrendering myself to the bathroom for a couple hours.
Yeah, that's fine.
Drink a
I
whole
don't care
glass of
what
chocolate
happens.
milk, but
I'll risk my body for some chocolate milk. Even like a nice old school taste like the school cafeteria bottles you can get from a gas station.
Ooh,
give me that little pouch, the little bag of milk they gave us when we were in high school.
No one believes me when I say
off of that.
You drink it like a fucking nipple.
Bro, it's like us and people from Canada are the only people who understand having bag in the milk. Shout out to all our Canadian fans. We had bag milk growing up. We know.
Our Canadian fans and our Southern Louisiana fans who had bag milk.
Served with pizza.
It's that picture of Arnold.
Bag milk. Hey, pizza and milk goes good together.
Oh God!
Like when I was growing up, one of my favorite things was frozen pizzas and a cold ass glass of milk.
Dude, that's
a cold ass glass of milk. Oh my God!
But now,
okay, wait. My breakfast.
Here's one. Here's one I can go. But before, let me just get off this milk thought.
Yes.
Pumpkin pie and a glass of milk. God damn! I had that last Thanksgiving.
Same
and I was
for me.
Like, this is great.
Same for me, but make it pecan pie.
Exactly. Any pie goes fucking great. With
Apple pie.
Apple pie's my favorite.
Oh God!
I asked
sweet potato pie
for my birthday tomorrow.
Yes. Ooh, apple pie.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
That's a good idea. Instead of doing like the classic cake, because cake gets boring after a while.
She was like, "What do you want?" And I was like, "I want apple pie." You don't have to make it, but she wanted to make it, so we'll see.
Bro, and that's me. Instead of cake, sometimes cheesecake. Fuck you. I'm gonna eat it just.
I don't love cheesecake.
I love cheesecake.
Another hot take.
Right
I know I'm in the minority. I mean, I haven't eaten yet.
But anyway,
we're making chicken burritos after this.
Go.
Oh, I already did.
Matt said his breakfast.
Tyler.
My breakfast. Honestly, my perfect breakfast is just the Waffle House All-Star. But
that's so true. But that's so real.
Hear me out. Waffle House's hash browns.
Okay.
Covered in pepper, cheese, and jalapenos. And then throw some ketchup on top. That's perfect. Sausage patties or links, I can honestly go either way. I love both so much.
They're very good.
Get a little bit of that maple syrup on there.
Yeah, baby. A bite of waffle, bite of sausage, go crazy.
I'm honestly surprised Matt didn't say grits for his breakfast.
Oh, true.
But
I'm gonna just say that's a neutral given.
Some of Sadie's grits.
Oh, Sadie's grits.
I'm gonna make a Sadie's grits recipe.
Please do.
Y'all
that's so good.
I'm gonna make a Sadie's grits recipe.
Sadie's grits, please do. I don't love grits, but I like grits. I don't love them.
I love grits.
Yeah, but anyway, hash browns covered and peppered. Specifically, Waffle House's hash browns.
They know how to do it right, man. I don't understand.
They do. They're incredible. I've never been able to do it like they do.
No,
I've
anytime
tried
I make
so
hash
many
browns at
times.
home, and I'm a fucking professional
They're
cook,
fine.
I can't do it. I don't know how they do it.
They're fine every time. Sausage patties or links. I don't discriminate. Love it.
I prefer
Eggs,
patty, but links are good.
Over easy, over medium. I want that shit runny.
Dip of that toast, baby.
Runny. Oh, I'm dipping that toast straight in the yolk.
Dip.
And my big change from the Waffle House All-Star is I do like a chocolate chip waffle, but make that shit Belgian.
Oh, yeah.
Make that shit fluffy as hell.
yes.
Crispy on the outside.
Waffles over pancakes 10 times out of 10 for me.
I feel you.
Granted, I love pancakes.
No, I get you.
But a Belgian waffle is the perfect like mouthfeel.
I know what you mean.
A Belgian waffle soaked in maple syrup. And give me that cheap shit too. When I'm talking syrup,
Mrs.
give me
Buttersworth
that
with the artificial
Mrs.
butter
Buttersworth,
flavor.
Oh my
Aunt
God.
Jemima,
Yes.
not to get
Yes.
canceled, but
it's
give me
Pearl
that
Miller
shit.
Company now. It's the Pearl Miller.
Yeah,
Company.
whatever it is. I don't care.
It's delicious,
Just give
though.
it to me.
No,
that shit tastes
100%.
incredible. Give me that butter filled, whatever.
Dude, that's the one I have
flavoring they
right
got.
downstairs. The Mrs. Buttersworth artificial butter syrup. It's so good. Like I love this.
I don't want it to be real.
And I'm in Wisconsin now, so I got access to like the real deal all around me, like locally sourced maple syrup. It's good. I've had some. It's fucking phenomenal on French toast. When I'm looking for a waffle or pancake dip 'em, you know I gotta have that fake stuff. You know I
We're just
need
them
it.
trash boys.
That's it, dude.
I mean, I've had the thought a lot, somewhat recently, that so many of the things I love, I think are just because I grew up poor. You know what I mean? Like, and I still love
Yeah.
these things just because it was a treat for me to get SpaghettiOs.
Yes.
So I still love
Dude,
SpaghettiOs.
exactly.
Dude, talking about that, it was a treat for us to go get the gas station Hunt Brothers pizza.
Oh,
that was a
dude.
treat for us.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
when
my
I
God.
being best friends with Chaz,
Oh,
I used to just go to his house, and his parents would give us Hunt's Brothers from their store,
Yes.
and I was just like, "This is the best friendship I've ever had." Sorry,
There's
guys.
something. No. I understand
Free
fully.
pizza.
I was friends with Lizzie's dad at the front gas station before they moved, and he would always, anytime he saw us order, he hooked our pizza the fuck up. He was such a nice man.
yes.
Dude's incredible.
Yeah, he was.
I'm just saying, my bus driver for my entire 12 years in going to school bought Talos, and I never once got free food.
Dude,
Chris's?
that's
Yeah.
nuts.
Dude,
Miss Chris
Chris's
never bought. She never
nacho
got
cheese
me.
fries were like my
They were
weakness when
crazy.
we were in high school.
Yeah,
God.
you showed me those one time, and I was hooked. Also, their chicken fingers went crazy too.
Their chicken fingers did go hard.
I don't know.
And you could just get crawfish after school there. Man, that place was the best.
Man, just hanging out before before
and
we
then
had to
walk
leave
right down the
for
street
band.
while
games.
Tyler was working at the snowball stand, get a fat, super juicy
Oh, yeah.
snowball. Oh, people don't know about snowballs. I'm not talking snow cones, and I'm not talking shaved ice.
Get that
What
shit
the fuck
outta
is a
here.
snow
Get
cone?
outta
Get that
here.
shit out of
Shit outta
here.
It's
here.
weak sauce, and all the
Eat
syrup goes
shit.
to the bottom. A snowball, the syrup's
I have a follow-up
pouring
question.
out of the sides. It's
I have a follow-up question for you guys. All right, snowballs, filled or non-filled? Like stuffed
either
or
or.
non-stuffed?
I'll do
Not
either.
filled, not stuffed.
I can do either or.
I've done both.
Not to say stuffed is bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's how I
But
feel.
It depends on the flavor for me.
it's enough.
My
As in-
classic go-to is the blue bubble gum, obviously. But whenever I would,
You would.
I would.
I'm as
know,
corny as
piece of
him. My
shit.
classic go-to is fucking Tiger's Blood, dude. That's like
Tiger's Blood.
That's every kid's
Tiger's Blood's
favorite
good.
thing to get because
Yes.
it sounds epic.
The dragon's
favorite-
blood, tiger's blood, wolf's
My
blood.
favorites were always and still are wedding cake and cake batter.
cake batter. There was a place when I
Although
was going to
sometimes
college.
spearmint.
They had a place that did cake batter.
little minty.
That stuffed was literally my go-to.
That's what I was
It
about to say.
so good.
I've had a cake batter stuff that goes crazy. I've also did what Jeremy does. You get the orange and you get it stuffed. It's like dreamsicle. Oof. goes
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but my favorite go-to classic snowball is Tiger's Blood, grape, and lime. It's insane because my mom loves grape and strawberry, and I used to get that with her all the time. But then I ventured out on my own, and Tiger's Blood is just strawberry mixed with, I think, orange.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here's a fun thing that makes me think of. Let's talk about our first jobs.
Oh wow.
I know Jeremy's not here. We should start a podcast just for us talking.
We really should.
I miss Sad High
It's just-
Five.
we're
We should
just
bring Sad
talking.
High Five back.
Let's bring
We're
it back
just
up
like, not
anything
D&D,
within,
just-
within the Wander universe.
Honestly.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's
First
talk first
jobs.
jobs. What were y'all's first jobs?
Official job or non-official job?
Either.
Okay. Well, I mean, I grew
first
on a
job
farm.
where you were regularly making.
Okay.
Where you were regularly
W2
making
job,
money.
W-2 job. Okay.
It doesn't even have to be that.
I was about to say.
I made cash on my first job. It was like under the table, but it was like a real job where I had to. I do not count your parents' farm. I understand it counts as far as like you were working, like it was labor. I just meant like first job where you went to get a job.
Oh, okay.
Why didn't
even if it was like under the table?
Okay, got you. My first job, I worked a Monday night football in New Orleans. I think it was Saints versus Ravens. I was one of the cable guys, so I think me and Richie.
I remember this.
Yeah, me and Richie. Richie's uncle got us hooked up. It was like $100. We both got paid $100 for that night, but we basically were on the sideline with the little like cart, the camera cart, and basically we had to like either give slack or take slack in for the giant like 2-inch diameter cable with all this stuff. So that was my first job ever.
Nice.
That was W-2.
My first job,
contractor or whatever.
My first job, I guess, like technically I was doing this while I was doing this job, so I have like 2 jobs on the books. My W-2 job was a dishwasher at God, what is the name of that fucking restaurant in Amite? I can't ever.
Boston?
Yeah, the Boston. I was a dishwasher there, and I quit because my boss called me a bitch. I threw my apron at him. I was like, "Fuck you."
Hey, sounds like you were a bitch if you quit.
Damn right I was, and I still would to this day if anyone called me a bitch. I was just like, "Man, fuck you," and I threw my apron at him and I left.
Bitch. Yeah.
And, but my second job, well, my job within that job was my friends at the time while I was in high school had the hookup on working at a haunted house. And we were shitty dirtbag teens.
Oh, yeah.
And we did that. It was fun a few days, and then there would be days where there was like nothing going on, and we were just being shitty teens. And people would be coming up, and we'd be like, "Don't come in here, it's lame." And then our boss was like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?"
Wasn't that with like Trevor and everyone?
Mm-hmm. And
I don't think I remember you working there.
Yeah, no, I did that
I
for
think
like
I remember that.
2 or 3 weeks while that little like I don't know, like fairgrounds area was open.
Yeah.
And it was like a bunch of stuff. It was like somewhere
That
back
was
in Amite.
early into when we became
Yeah,
friends,
I was like either a
if I remember
sophomore or
correctly.
junior in high school or something like
wow.
that. So I was working there in the Boston.
Because Kyle, you and I got close when I was in 8th grade. You were a freshman, right?
Yes, that we knew each other tangentially from bus rides. But when I was a sophomore and you were becoming a freshman, maybe I don't know the math numbers.
Do you remember? I remember. I'm going to get to my first job in a second. Do you remember, Kyle? Sorry, Matt.
You're good.
Well, I guess we could have this conversation too, because I remember that as well. Kyle, do you remember the first topic that you and I talked about ever?
Chowder?
Or that I remember us talking about? What did you say?
Chowder?
So close.
So close.
It was me, you, and you remember Neil?
Yeah.
Flapjack. Flapjack. Yeah. It was Flapjack. The Misadventures of Flapjack.
Because he was doing the laugh.
100%.
And out of context, neither of us knew why he was doing the laugh. And we just looked at him like, "Are you doing the Flapjack laugh?" And he was like, "You know Flapjack? You're in high school."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I watch cartoons."
He was like way younger than us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was like
That's
in
funny.
like 4th or 5th grade or something like that. And we all,
Matt,
three of us
you
were
and
talking
I-
about that shit.
I definitely remember what we first talked about.
Oh, what's that?
So both of our younger siblings were on the same soccer team, and Tyler taught me how to ripstick.
Ooh, classic.
Dude, hell yes.
I remember you had that iPod Shuffle, the one that didn't have a screen. It was just the circle.
Yes.
And I remember you showing me Master of Puppets by Metallica.
I introduced you to Master of Puppets
That's
by Metallica.
incredible.
Holy shit!
Well, I had started to
that.
like Metallica at that point, but I hadn't heard Master of Puppets
That's
yet.
so funny.
That's
Didn't
dope.
know that.
Man, good times.
That's great.
Anyway,
Imagine
my first
you
job.
as a grown adult though on a ripstick listening to fucking Master of Puppets is the greatest visual.
I would
I
buy a
don't wanna
ripstick
admit-
in a heartbeat because ripsticks are so fun.
They are
to
really
just
fun.
ride around.
I'm not gonna
Like
lie.
I could ride in
don't wanna
circles
admit-
for hours.
I don't want to admit how recently it's been that I've ridden a ripstick.
I remember.
Oh, it's been so long.
Dude,
It's
at least
been within
during-
the last 5 years.
I was about to say, I remember during the pandemic, we were going crazy in the house with toys and shit. I didn't give a fuck.
Oh,
we were all
yes.
stuck at home.
Oh yeah, I remember
with
you
the
bought all your
fucking
Bionicles.
Bionicles.
I still have those at
Yeah.
my parents' house that I want to get back because I want to just give them to my kid when they're old enough to play with them.
Uh-huh.
And be like, bro, let's make
Okay,
monsters.
sorry.
Anyway,
Tyler.
Yes. My first job. So I did work at the snowball stand very early on. That was under the table. It was like $6 an hour or something
Hell
like
yeah.
that. Super cheap, but I got free snowballs,
Hell
and
yeah.
that was like junior year of high school, so that was fine.
I loved it.
My first job, though, was I refereed soccer starting, I think, freshman year of high school. And I refereed soccer
so long.
all soccer season. I went and did tournaments was where the real money was.
Oh, yeah.
I would have to ref like 6 games in a day. Maybe not that many, maybe like 4. But the rates were always way higher for those tournaments. There was the Strawberry Cup in Hammond every year. Like, ooh, that's where the money was.
Let's go.
There was a Midnight Madness tournament where like the final game like was like at midnight or something.
Oh,
they paid extra for that shit. Ooh, and I didn't have anything to spend money on other than like video games and toys at that point. So I was terrible. I never saved money. I blew all of it immediately.
Hell yeah.
No regrets.
Of course, when you're a kid and you come into money, they might as well just light it on fire as they're handing it to you. Like, you're gonna spend it on. I bought so many game cards, video games, points for fucking online games and things like stuff I would never see anymore.
My crack was Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That was literally
Yu-Gi-Oh,
it for me.
Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or McDonald's.
Yes,
that was like what I spent my money on growing
up.
That's funny.
Yep, because we didn't go to fast food except for like occasions.
Yeah, it was special to go to like a Wendy's.
Yeah, so I would spend money to go to McDonald's. I remember in high school, me and Richie bought in hard to the McDonald's Monopoly back when they used to.
My mom and I did the same thing, so I don't blame you.
Never won shit,
we won
but
free
like
food.
a medium fry,
like a coffee or a treat during breakfast hours.
I know, Tyler, your position on Cane's, but I know Cane's has like some of the best rewards, like whenever they do that, because
they have a reward system.
Well, not rewards, but like whenever they do the little like cup thing where you can peel the thing off, like they always give you something
like a tender,
much.
which like
yeah. So you get like an extra toast or like an extra tender or something, and I'm like,
look,
God,
all their losing things should be just more coleslaw.
Did we talk about Cane's when? I think we probably talked about Cane's when we talked about fries. Cane's isn't bad.
I know what you mean,
but by any means. But people freak out about Cane's.
That's fair.
And Cane's chicken is very
bland.
Fine.
Yes, no, it's normal,
bland,
simple chicken.
Like the other stuff, the fries not great.
The sandwich
is great.
The toast, good as hell. Sweet tea, lemonade, good as hell. The sauce, good. But the chicken. Is like,
but here's my thing.
Plus, they've got 2 menu items.
This is what saves it. This is what saves
it's literally just chicken. Even their
chicken
sandwich,
tenders, more chicken tenders,
hear me.
or a sandwich, which is just their chicken tenders on their bread.
Exactly.
Listen. As much as you gas it up and talk about how it's fine chicken, I have never, and I can say this with 100% certainty, I have never gone to Raising Cane's and gotten cold food. Not anything in my box.
That's fair. And you know why that is? Because they only serve one thing, so they're able to keep it fresh. And I will commend them. I will commend them for that. Consistency is a big deal,
especially with fast food. You know how big that is. Like so many fast food places, you can't go to every Taco Bell.
I literally went to Wendy's today. I went to Wendy's today, and
Taco
all of my
Bell,
food was cold.
You got to find the one good Taco Bell.
All of it, yeah. I mean, it was kind of nice because of spicy nuggets, but so that made it feel like it was hot.
With Taco Bell, though, I don't care if it's like inconsistent. I'm always going to go back.
No, same. I could have a bad experience at Taco Bell. I'm going back in a week.
I have had a million bad experiences at Taco Bell. I will go back to that Taco Bell next week.
And I'll try to clarify it at the drive-thru. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just glad. I don't know if y'all have heard the Enchilada's back.
Oh, it is
at Taco Bell.
That was legitimately,
or it's about to be. Either it is or it's about to be. Callie was obsessed with the Enchilada, and then we voted it back in. They brought it back for like
me and Callie share this.
It was incredible.
When I was a little kid, that was my safe food as a little kid at Taco Bell. I only got the enchilada. I didn't get anything else. Other kids are getting soft tacos or chips and cheese. I got the enchilada. That red sauce, I don't know what they put in that.
It's not good.
And they don't have it in the packets. People are like, it's just mild sauce. I worked at Taco Bell. It came in a mystery foil bag that didn't have anything but the date you were supposed to throw it away. And you open it and you can pour it into. Yeah, that was my second technically job. That was like W2. It was like right after I left to Boston. I started working at the Taco Bell that opened in A Meat, like right there.
Let's go,
dude.
I'm gonna be real. I know I joked about it earlier, but I do miss doing this kind of podcast.
No, I know it's like I look forward to Tavern Talks.
Just fun to just chat.
I love how we've literally talked about just this entire we've gone off topic, but it's literally been off topic to other food movies.
Oh, I had a whole game prepared, but we're not doing it today.
It's whatever.
Fuck that game.
You know what?
Fuck your game, dude.
Speaking of movies, I love. What's your go to? I think we've probably done this already, but like, do you have a mix-in candy for your popcorn that you do? I love Bunch of Crunch.
I don't mix in candies.
No.
I don't ever buy
I'm a
popcorn.
popcorn purist,
Listen,
bitch.
no, I get it. If it's actual movie theater popcorn, fully understand. Movie theater popcorn doesn't need any extra accoutrement. Totally, maybe a little extra butter over the top when you go by the little pump that never works.
Oh, every time.
But
I have
every
strong
time.
opinions about popcorn.
the popcorn
I will get to them after you
the popcorn
finish.
in your cabinet type of stuff. Sometimes it's like whatever. Sometimes you get the good stuff. Like if you get Pop Secret extra butter or theater butter, that's superior.
That's
popcorn.
the only thing I get.
You take some Bunch of Crunch, the little crispy Nestle Bunch of Crunches. You throw like a handful of them, not a crazy amount, just a handful. And so every now and then you'll get a bite, and it's like, whoa. You take that bite and it's salty and crunchy and fucking chocolate. It's so good. It makes me so very happy. I haven't tried it with other candies. That's why I was curious. I know some people will put snow caps,
M&Ms,
and M&Ms people do, and some
Snow
people
caps.
put the little.
I've
snow
done
caps.
M&Ms, and I think I like that. Here's my thing about popcorn. Popcorn is good. That's my opinion. No, I'm just kidding. Popcorn is good. I like popcorn, but I don't think it. Typically, I almost never buy popcorn. One, I feel like it's kind of a waste of money to spend that much money on popcorn because I know I'm only going to eat a little bit of it. I'd rather just grab a couple handfuls of something.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's a me thing. That's a me thing.
Anytime I go with people, I get a bag that's bigger than what I would get to share because I'm like, I'm not going to finish this. Come have some popcorn.
But I think leftover popcorn. I think how
crazy.
good popcorn tastes does not outweigh how annoying it feels in my mouth and
definitely.
the effort and
Definitely.
like I will get shit stuck between my teeth and my gums
and
it will not come out
and it hurts.
and it hurts
and you have to wait till you get home to get it out.
The upside doesn't outweigh the downside. The downside outweighs for me, so I just don't.
I'm learning that I'm a food sadist or something. Like I like a food that makes me work for it. I like a food that hurts me back. I like a food that's like knows what it's about. Because I'll get the crazy fucking Bunch of Crunch that's got like caramel on it. That's gonna do a major number on your teeth because now the stuff that's in your gums is extra sticky and there's peanuts involved.
You're gonna crack another molar, Kyle.
Dude, I swear.
Oh my God.
Listen,
I forgot you did that. Holy shit.
I'm a wild out till I die, dog. My tooth's fine. I'm good. I'm doing
I remember that.
The most pain we've ever seen you in.
Yeah,
definitely.
Besides the time I was like kind of dying, I think that's the worst thing. That's ever happened.
Well, that was before
But even with that pain was still 10 times worse than me literally almost dying.
You were during that. You were just like, you were mostly just like,
because I like,
I'm not uncomfortable, but you were like,
no, but I know what you mean by that. Because like,
body. It's that
my nerve was literally exposed.
Yes.
So every feeling of anything going in my mouth, even breathing, was like hell. It was not good.
Teeth pain hurt.
Yeah.
Teeth pain.
Please clip that. Teeth pain hurt.
Teeth pain.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite T-Pain spinoff.
I'll have you know that I'm an adult with
Yeah.
adult money now, and I go to the dentist, and I've got to pay like $1,000 to get 2 teeth removed. Basically,
I have not been to the dentist since before COVID.
I had trauma.
My grandpa's a dentist. I haven't been to the dentist since well before COVID.
Dude, I've got dental trauma, and I know a lot of people who have dental trauma. It's a common ass thing. I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna bite the bullet and go to the cheapest dentist, which sounds crazy, but I told them before I came, and I was like, look, man, I'm a grown adult, almost 30-year-old man. I have dental trauma. Please don't hurt me. I'll sue or fight. And they were like, okay. And then I got a really nice nurse who like talked to me the whole time. I was like, hey, I'm sorry to hear that you've had trouble. And they looked at my tooth that was like fucked up from another dentist. And they were like, this straight up just looks like malpractice. You've got to get help soon. And I was like, okay, thank you, lady. And now I'm got a good dental thing going. So hopefully soon I'll have my teeth back in tip top shape. But I will always fuck my mouth up over popcorn. I don't know what it is. Like literally, I made a whole pan of mastacholi downstairs. I'm gonna make popcorn because we've been talking about it. Yes. I'm gonna make popcorn and watch some kind of anime movie. I think I'm gonna watch Shrek. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, wow. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. I really want to rewatch Cars.
Dude, my Riot just was watching Cars 1 and 2 with the baby, and I was like, man, I hate these movies, but I think I'm just a hater. Like, because as I'm watching them, I'm just like,
the first one's fine.
I'm like, it's okay. It's not that offensive. I just don't really care about Cars enough for it to hold my interest is the real reason why I hate it.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. Like it's just like, so fucking.
I don't care about that series at all. The first one's fine.
Dude.
Yeah,
y'all remember Bolt?
Oh God,
with the dog.
On that note, I've got to pee, and it's been over an hour.
Oh yeah, my bad. I fully forgot you had to go to the bathroom. My bad.
No, I hadn't mentioned it until right now. thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for writing in subjects.
Yes, thank
as
you.
well.
Please write in more. That was fun.
We love you. Yeah, write in more. Send us more stuff.
Okay,
you know what we'll go off
Last
about?
topic. Last question. Quick, fast question.
Last
Yeah,
question.
last thing.
Fast cash.
Anything.
Fast cash.
Give us the last
We
one.
talked
Fast
a lot
cash.
about
Fast
food.
money. Fast money. Fast money.
Fast money. Fast money.
What is happening? Am I the one giving the question?
No, I'm giving the question. All right. So we talked a lot about food today. We talked specifically a lot about breakfast food. What is your worst breakfast food? Go.
Ooh, worst breakfast food. That's
Fast cash.
That's tough. I don't really like. If you don't know what you're doing,
tomatoes on toast or something like that. Because I don't like tomatoes.
I feel like if you don't know what you're doing, don't make me a quiche. Because there's a thin line between a good quiche and you just made really bad scrambled eggs. And I don't, like I've had a quiche that's changed my life before. Like my friend's mom made one from scratch, and I've never encountered a quiche in my life. Had it was so good. I've had quiches since. They don't live up to what she gave me. It was incredible. So yeah, don't fuck up a quiche. Yeah. I'm not gonna eat anybody's old
anything
quiche.
with whole tomatoes for me.
Oh, I hear that. For me, it'd have to be shit.
I'd say shit is a pretty bad breakfast choice.
Yeah, shit is pretty bad. No, I would say I don't know. I'm not a big fan of breakfast hashes.
Matt posed this question and wasn't prepared.
I wasn't prepared.
If you're gonna
I thought of
make
the
me
question.
toast, if I have to specifically pick a one breakfast item, don't give me the stuff with all the seeds all over it. I don't want that.
Oh, same.
I'm sorry.
And seeds throughout it.
Yeah, I don't don't give me.
No, I got it.
Are you
I
sure?
got it. Greek yogurt. Cannot do Greek yogurt.
I
will
love Greek
My
yogurt.
baby's getting into Greek yogurt, so
I
Oh
will
my God.
drink Greek
Yeah.
yogurt.
Oh my god, Greek yogurt, especially the ones where there's bits stuff fruit, whole fruit still
That's
in
my
it.
jam.
Can't
Fruit at
do
the
it.
bottom yogurt
It's
goes
something-
crazy.
Eat the shit out of
It's
that.
something with my
I want to eat that right
Oh,
now.
It's something with my
I had a peach
how
one, Tyler.
things. Oh
It
my
had bits
god.
of peaches at the bottom. Ooh. And it
What
was
bad
whole
take.
chunks of peaches, not just little slivers.
Hey, I love yogurt. All right, bye.
Bye.
If any of you hear from Jeremy, we would really like to hear from you. We love Jeremy very much and hope to see his timely, safe return soon. You can contact us at 1-800-mommytime.com. I, the robot voice, know where Jeremy is, but I'll never tell. Tee hee.